Did it finish playing already?
To be fair, I was watching it after he said, "Okay, Daddy," was when it started.
Oh, good. Excellent. Well, welcome to another episode of the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or...
Sexy, okay, Daddy.
Where we are chock full of professionals.
We are super prepared, clearly, this evening.
Perfect. That's true.
She is letter perfect.
Our ladies have done nothing wrong. It's really just the male presenting in the room that have created issues.
Well, I'm just saying, if you would send me, I would just like to say, if you would send me the scripts earlier, I would be better prepared.
Wait, we have a script?
We learned early on that you work better with improv. So,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
I'm no
Which
Colin
is
Mockery.
line 32.
We have an AI that
I think I need an updated one because that was.
we just have an AI that predicts everything he's going to say.
We'll go off of that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Flabbergasting.
Kerfuffling was what we got.
Yeah. But it's the same vibe.
Yeah.
You're really yes-anding me right now.
Yeah, Sam.
Well, with that out of the way,
It says here to go to intro, but
welcome back to another episode of the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, which I already said. Tonight we're going to be playing 2 hours of Wild Beyond the Witchlight, followed by 2 hours... Nobody needs to know. Followed by 2 hours of Candlekeeping at the end by our very own Helena.
That was just one panel that we used.
Okay. Hold on.
Helena,
Because Jake's not in here. No, I need her
back
to
where
have
it
the
came
camera.
from. Or so help
Jake in the
me.
frame. It's only me, and we have
So we've been talking about Jake AI with no Jake.
I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid at all.
how do you expect us to keep a white cis male on this show without
That's
pay?
true. We love you, Jake.
I watched Red Dragon recently, and Jake looks like a young Edward Norton. I'm just sad to say that real quick.
That's what the casting director said too. Yeah.
Okay, he's like, I know this guy, Jake.
He looks like a young Edward
He probably
Norton.
hasn't been born yet, but you look just like him.
Oh no, I meant our casting director. Sorry.
I still
Molly, shout out to you.
I have to say, I set a stopwatch to see how it was going to take for us to break Coulter, and it took like 10 seconds.
I took the intro ending before I realized it had started. Apologies all for the long, strange start to tonight. But we have discussed what we're doing schedule-wise. And now that that's out of the way, I will hand it over to somebody with a greater level of grace and composure than I can hope to bring to this stream. And with that, Jake. Helena, please.
Well, we had just entered the palace using our fancy new chime. There was a heart cameo on the door. It's a theme. We go, let's cast Find Object to find Endelyn's dress. It does give us a directional, so we kind of attempt to get there, but it seems like maybe it's not accessible or she's in another plane or something. So anyway, there's 4 towers, and we go up one tower and there's all these murals of people feasting and having delicious food. And then the other side has another spiral staircase that goes up that has a bunch of scenes of sex and debauchery. And then there's 2 diagonal staircases that go to like these little turrets that are in the middle of this sky castle. So we go check out the middle turrets. We find a couple of jewels. Maybe this will come back later. And then we clear the other turrets, which didn't really have anything in them. Then we go to the side door, back to the ground floor. Then a side door off of that, we find this cool butterfly carriage. Jeltra finds the key and kind of gets a sense of how it works. Then we go through this corridor. There's this floral rug on the floor that when we don't take a rose, attacks us.
To be perfectly fair, there was a lovely little sign next to it that said, take one.
So it doesn't like rebels. If you don't do what it says, it doesn't like you. So we got attacked. Then we go through another door and we find a beautiful pit of sludge. Now, everybody's been frozen in time on the inside of this castle, and there are beings here that are also frozen in time, but one of them is fucking faking it. And so he tries to run away, tries to gaseous form. We're like, fuck no, dispel magic. He comes back. His name is Zargosh. And he
Fuckface.
Zargosh Fuckface the Third.
he ultimately tells us he's here because of Kellogg, the guy that heads up the League of Malevolence.
Do you think it's a coincidence that Kellogg and Kellogg sound so familiar?
No. The man that tried to ruin sex in America and this evil person may be somehow
same
connected.
person. Yeah.
No.
I was thinking cereals are evil.
Sex and
No.
breakfast.
Yes.
Kellogg, the guy who invented cornflakes, was like the worst. Like,
The worst.
hey, if you don't like being circumcised, you can thank him.
What coward he must hold.
No, he lobbied for all that crap, man. Like, he really, really did.
There's definitely some eugenics involved as well. It's a mess.
He was a really awful person. You should not eat cornflakes.
If you follow any story back far enough, you'd find the eugenics.
That's true.
That's partially true.
Yeah.
Except for, ironically, the story of eugenics. Behind that, you find racism.
But back to the sludge.
So the guy ultimately gets pushed in the sludge. I'm not really sure where we did that. Maybe he was just annoying us. Pushed in the sludge, he gets turned into a mains, and I'm not sure if he can get back out now that he's a mains.
It was
So-
Percy.
Recapitulated.
No. It was Cade. He a vicious hideous laughter.
He just laughed and he fell laughing all
Yep.
the way down.
Okay.
And just kind of as a reminder for you guys, because I don't remember if I showed you this yet, this is where you walked into.
Oh,
Oh no, I don't think we
that's
ever saw that.
beautiful.
It's like dark Disney.
This is the Palace of Heart's Content.
Very
I thought it was Heart's Desire.
The Palace of Heart's
Contents and
Desire.
I was thinking.
Hey, look, there's the fountain that turned me into an animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's the weird
And the henge.
thing.
And there's the henge that doesn't do anything.
What the-
But where are the fireworks behind it? Where's my fireworks?
It's right there. You can't see it?
Okay, we've talked about it for 10 seconds now. We can't anymore. We're gonna get sued.
Excellent. So you all find yourself coming out of combat and had exited back into the room that no longer has a rug.
Oh, so he didn't turn into a mains and then attack us? He just died?
He's stuck
oh,
in the
okay.
sludge.
bitch.
Does he evaporate?
Should we look in this room more? Or are we sick of it?
I had gone to move some of the levers just to make sure
My
they moved
question.
up and down.
As a conscientious observer, or whatever that word means, conscious? I am awake and observing. Usually you don't keep fancy, nice people stuff in the prison.
That's true. But I mean, there's this like elf person in a cage. And I'm sure, I mean, when we were in Yon and Bevlorna's theater, whatever, she had some nice people that probably shouldn't have been caged.
Yeah, but
These
this
guys
is
are caged.
Zabilna.
But there's a pit that turns people into mains.
I mean, bad people.
I just don't know.
But how do we know he wasn't in a cage?
And escaped.
Despite all his rage.
Now, if I'm correct, there is at least one other demonic creature in the cages, right?
There is one mains, and it is in the cage that was closest to the sludge.
But the other two just look like normal people.
There was an elf.
Yes, as a reminder of who was in the cages, there was an elf and a human.
Hello.
They're both
Are they?
frozen.
Oh, right.
So as
So
Dilfer,
goes, hello! Oh, right.
Everyone's frozen.
I would like to,
This is unnatural.
before we leave, I'm going to raise the cages as far from the sludge as possible.
Excellent. They all come up as you hear that telltale sound of gears turning and chains rattling up to their 50-foot height.
Yeah. I'll just leave them there.
Follow this train of thought. If we dip the mains back in,
Would I
does
be
he
my
revert?
own train?
Yes.
Okay.
Would he
Yeah,
then come
let
out?
me imagine a train.
First, he's gonna fly up to the cages.
All right, go ahead.
There are no doors, hinges, or locks.
Mains come out of the sludge, so if we put a mains in the sludge, what comes out?
Super mains. 2 mains.
They
Dead
multiply.
veins.
Ah,
Percy,
Means tell no tales.
Percy, roll a perception check for me.
That's a number. That's a 7.
Yeah, no, there's just not seemingly a way to open or close these. It's difficult to tell how they got inside them.
I don't like leaving people in cages. Like,
But we're assuming that Zybilna had. I mean, they could be in there for a reason.
Well, and that's why
Yeah,
I
schmutz.
that's why I'm thinking at least we can keep them away from the danger of the sludge until we have a better solution. We can come back.
until we know what's going on.
We've moved them as far away from danger as possible until we
Can I-
figure it out.
try to jam the handles.
Yeah.
But what if they are bad?
Well, if they are, then we'll deal with that later. But like, what if they're not bad? We don't know. And then what if they unfreeze and they fall into this and turn into mains? Like, we don't know if they're bad or not. What if that necromancer dude put them in here?
But how would they be frozen then?
Maybe he wasn't frozen. Maybe he did it before.
You know, the more Percy explains,
I'm just saying,
we don't-
Zybilna has been frozen for like decades.
Right. So what if someone else put them in the cage?
Right.
And they know how to like.
But then how would they
control-
get frozen?
Maybe they know how to control it.
no, the more
Or
Percy's
you can-
talking about this, the more I agree with Percy.
I just don't think we should relegate these people to being turned into mains if they shouldn't be until we know what their story is.
For now, they're contained.
Hmm.
They're away from the sludge. I think that's as good as we can do.
Go ahead and make a mechanics check.
But
I cast Divine Sense, and it will give me the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet, or anything affected by the Hallow spell.
The high elf immediately pings
As celestial fiend or undead, huh?
Fiend.
The high elf strikes us as fiend. That high elf is actually pinging as fiend, so perhaps it was a mains, and they have now disguised it as an elf. Is that reasonable?
Fiendish?
I don't know, because the mains is fiendish.
I still don't think that we should just.
Wait, the mains didn't come up though, on the
They would
divine
have.
sense.
Yeah, the mains
they
do.
did?
Yeah,
Oh,
both
okay.
of them. The one that's now like because it's stuck in the muck, as well as the frozen
Do I have
one.
advantage on attack rolls against that?
Yeah, you
Really,
can kill it.
sir?
Well, I'm just like, should we let him slowly starve to death? Or should we kill him?
Well, there's other little things in the water, right? Oh no, the pixies were near the cages.
The pixies, yeah, were each, and now they're just kind of like floating at random intervals in the air as the cages
Because I
roll.
moved the cages up. Okay, I'd forgotten about the pixies.
I'm just saying, is it like okay to just let him slowly drown in a frozen puddle?
Is he sinking?
He's about
struggling.
waist deep, it seems.
What? Does he not know how to swim?
Well, the water's frozen.
No, but if you scoop it
The
up.
force of the fall caused him to get stuck, but now that he's lighter, as well as
Do we feel like he's going to escape?
probably not.
Okay. Like I can make a perception check if you want me to. Yeah.
I mean, let's move on.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like it, but let's move on.
We'll circle back, Percy.
As you leave, well, and of course, all the pixies ping on your face. But as you leave this room that's lit up, except for the one human who's just apparently a human, and enter into the room of the unraveled and crumpled rug, you are faced with the 3 doors: the one from which you came, the one leading to a balcony, and the third to the north, leading whence you do not know.
How annoying it would be if only one of the balconies was important and we just started ignoring them. Can I check the balcony just real quick? It just feels like they have all these balconies, and it could just be an architectural design, but like it also could be. I just check real quick.
Sure.
No, I remember we checked this one, and we could see another tower
Oh yeah.
from here.
Yes, yeah, you can see that there's another turret off the central tower with another staircase leading up to it. You also see on like the far side of the room, like 2 pieces of stone just hanging in midair.
Wait, where? Like over here?
Yeah, over here.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I mean, to be honest, since we've come here, there's been very few delights.
Very few desires.
The lightning underneath you swirls and you hear a crackle as another arch comes from one end to the other, striking a tower and then fizzling out.
Oh, I like back up as fast as possible.
You
'cause
don't
I
think-
remember the lightning rod situation?
You don't think that oh my gosh, what was his name?
Tell
No, the unicorn.
Elda?
Eldon, you don't think Eldon brought the machine here to
No.
you? No, he destroyed it, right?
Well, he
It's
would
not-
take it
this
to
is
hit
not-
her.
He destroyed it mightily.
Okay, so
I shall write a song about it later. Don't remind me.
Don't remind
I mean, no remind.
don't forget and remind her.
Don't let me forget. It was
Yeah.
maybe it was
Understood.
Don't
I was just thinking maybe it's a similar design as to the tower, the
Oh, like
lightning
this whole
rod,
thing
something.
is?
Yes, it's very similar.
I don't know.
I mean, concentrations of lightning don't just happen in random.
We haven't seen any of those weird metal people, though, that she had.
Let's just keep going.
Okay. To the north.
Right, the door here is unlocked, and you enter into a hallway much like the others, with these beautiful marble floors, ornately carved walls, and what appears to be 3 doors on your left, an opening to a hall on the right, and an opening to a hall at the end.
So everyone take a door or hallway, and we'll just all aggro
Stick
everything
together?
at once.
Sounds like a good enough plan to me. I'll walk to the first door. As I'm exiting, I will grab a rose, though.
She's gonna listen to what Jotra said and go to the next one.
go to the far door.
Oh, we're actually doing that. Oh my god. Okay.
I will step into the hallway then.
We can be Chaos Goblins and Blam
So as soon as she said it, I was like, hell yeah. It's not gonna be a TPK on my watch.
The doors at which Percy and Cody stand both have the relief of a lion and cameo above them and are locked. The door in front of which Solstice stands has the relief of a heart and is locked.
Okay.
No chime.
I attempt
Nope.
to open it with strength.
Why not?
Doesn't it run out?
Why would it run out?
Magic stuff usually runs out.
What?
Didn't Tolliver say that there was only a
There's-
certain amount of chances to use it?
We'll just let it sleep at night, and then it'll get its charges back.
Can I take 11 minutes and identify on it?
Oh my
Which
god.
I believe you actually did last time.
Okay, so I would have known that there was a specific amount.
Yes, and it
doesn't
does not recharge.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no. You can keep it, but don't use it yet.
Well, if it can use it up, I don't want to keep it.
I can attempt to open it with
I'll
strength.
put my hand out for the
With strength
tuning.
roll. 12.
May I?
It doesn't budge. It's almost like this door is part of the wall. Like it doesn't even like crack when you slam against it.
Okay, Cade. Normal procedure. Viciously lock the door. See if that works.
Oh, I have my axe. My woodcutter's axe.
Oh, that's an idea.
Or,
Sure.
I mean, do we want to roar? Like, it's a lion. Can we roar at the door? Talk?
Okay. Roar!
Nothing.
Why don't I feel like
Yeah,
we're
what
missing
sound?
something.
What sound is a?
Nickade, make sure you
The
form the
endearment.
insult in lion.
Okay. I will walk over to Cody's door and I will cast Vicious Mockery at it. And I Pick it over to you.
I love Coulter's I'm waiting to tell you no face.
I didn't say.
I'm waiting to give you bad news.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a look of what some of these doors look like for all of you as we're
Thank you.
talking about it.
Sweet way to expect.
Ornately carved.
Ooh.
Pretty. But
Yeah, I don't know how you would pick the lock on that for sure.
But do they succeed on wisdom saving
Is
throws?
that it?
That's what I would think.
But this is a
As
door?
you cast against it, nothing happens.
Is okay, so in this picture that you're showing us, there's like topiaries right next
It's
to
probably one
a,
of the outside doors.
I don't know. Like, can we look at the surrounding area of the door to see if there's any hints as to how to open it?
Are you rolling investigation?
Yes, can I roll investigation?
Sure.
Yay.
I wonder if he gets paid to just like, I need a door, a really cool looking door. So artist is like, on it.
I got 15.
You see that there are no hinges, no locks, no handles. It appears as if this is a solid piece of wood and iron fused into the wall itself. There's not even a seam between it
No.
and its surrounding frame.
I think we need to keep looking.
Okay.
What if the way to
We're
open these
missing
doors is
something.
behind one of these doors? What if they didn't plan very well?
Let's explore everywhere first, and then we can come back.
Or is there something that we missed on the way in here? Like, should we have asked somebody?
Should we take this staircase going up? We found stones. I meant this one.
It is very similar to the previous turrets that you've seen.
Well, he means this one.
Oh, sorry. Also, very similar to the previous staircases which you've seen.
Well, let's start here.
Moving on up
Moving on up.
to the east side.
I'm just gonna.
I think it's a different map.
Oh.
That's what he was doing last week. He was having to switch just between maps constantly.
That's a different
Wait.
layer.
No, it's a different map.
Oh wait, we're going to turret.
Yeah, we went up the turret.
I went up the sideways staircase.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So there's nothing. Oh, sorry.
This one is not nearly as ornately carved as the others. Mostly geometric shapes on the walls as it leads up into a new area. What's that? A new area? Yes, indeed.
Look, a clue.
Are you sure you're not saying that right? And it's a new aria? Like there's a song up here?
You do hear music only in your mind.
Or a really disgruntled young woman.
What's going on?
At the center of this room, an enameled black coffer rests on a pedestal of living vines. It contains a plum-sized jewel made of lustrous black crystal.
So we found black and we found clear, or we found white and we found clear?
Purple.
You found white, clear, and black now.
Okay. All right, so we've decided that who's the most logical? Percy, you should take this one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I already took one, so it should go to me, but you are the next most logical person.
Okay.
I apologize. I misspoke. You found translucent white and a green one last time.
Oh.
Based on how the GM side text is laid out, the E and the F look very similar. This is the
Fair.
luck one. Last time you found a green one.
Okay.
I was just determining that they weren't repeating.
No.
Is the rest of the room worth investigating in any way?
The rest of the room is fairly lacking. While you saw those geometric shapes coming up, here the walls are smooth marble.
Jump trip. Can you talk to plants?
I mean, you can too.
No.
Well, I'm saying they don't talk back to me.
Oh.
Like, anyone can talk to plants.
Can you understand plants? I guess?
I wave hi to the vines.
Actually, I was going to ask, do I notice like what kind of plant life this is? Can I investigate the vines and whatnot just to see
Sure.
if I'm familiar with it? Okay.
I mean, you controlled the vines in the last one using Druidcraft.
No. Ooh.
Guys, I
10.
screwed up again.
Oh no.
So sorry.
That's okay.
Because of this E and F debacle that I'm having on my end. It's not a vine pedestal. The last one where you found the green was a vine pedestal.
Okay.
This is wrought iron.
Iron. Okay. So,
Can you
green.
speak with iron?
I don't wave at the
I
router.
can't speak
Again.
with iron.
I'll speak to Ings.
Are y'all taking the gem?
That person did.
Okay. Excellent.
I don't like how you asked that question. But...
Let the record state that.
All right, let's
The
do
record
spiral
will show
staircase.
reflect.
Have any of you all touched these with your bare hands?
No crystals?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Bare
Probably.
hands, no. I
Roll.
wear gloves, so.
Roll an insight check.
Sorry?
I have rabbit hands, not bare hands. If that matters.
Doesn't.
15.
I mean, what is a rabbit but a tiny bear with his testicles in the
13.
wrong place?
Taking the gem in your hand, you get this strange feeling as if you begin to intuit its purpose. Within this gem is held a desire to remain hidden from enemies.
Right.
The rest of the gems remain untouched at this point because you grabbed them with mage hand or with gloves.
Okay.
Well, but Solstice, you don't wear gloves.
Yeah, I mean, like, I probably would have touched them.
Okay, Solstice, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
I got a 13.
Okay. You get this feeling that kind of runs up your arm as if it wants to tell you something, and then it fades. But there's clearly life within these.
And then I'm doing like labyrinth, kind of just like with my hands.
Contact juggling. Wee. Wee.
And also, because it is your hands,
Yeah.
if you touch them.
I don't think I've touched him yet.
I don't think
And
I
you have
have
3, right?
Yeah.
You have 3 presently.
Do you think
You got that feeling from the black one.
Okay.
that Herringon have like pads on their hands, or is it furry all the way around? I think it would be weird to eat with furry hands.
I
Well,
imagine pads.
don't they have like beans? Like
That's what I'm saying. Do they have beans on their
I'm pretty sure
hands?
they do. My sister had a bunny.
No, but I meant like Herringon specifically. Because
do they
bunnies
have
technically
hands?
don't have hands.
I imagine it's just long beans, but like still kind of stubbly.
Yeah.
You guys continue. I'm sure the internet is thought
He
of
got
questions
them
before.
long beans.
And the boots with the fur.
That
No.
spiral staircase goes up from
Yes.
where we're at? Okay.
The spiral staircase goes
Guess
up.
we head up that way.
All right. Here you see scenes of relaxation. People laying across chaise lounges, being fed grapes. Pile of people napping together. And
Look at photo puddles.
as you make
so
your way
comfy.
up it, the poses become more and more slovenly as you have found a tower of sloth. Now they're in grotesque positions as you make your way up, clearly uncomfortable, almost wrought with pain but unable to move.
I don't think you're supposed to be able to bend like that.
As you
I'll
reach
point
the
to
top,
one.
That one's leg is most definitely broken.
I look down at my limbs. I'm like, that. Yeah, my knee doesn't bend like that.
Well, maybe he's a different species.
No, that's true.
It's all indicating that too much of one's heart's desires is actually bad.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
Gluttony, lust, rest, relaxation.
Yeah.
It's all about balance. Life is like a seesaw.
As in, it's incredibly hard to keep it balanced.
Meaning you must find a balance between two extremes.
So like a
Meaning it's hard
merchant's
to
game.
play. It's hard to play just by yourself.
Also that.
But sometimes you have to
You
play
guys have
with
poisoned my
yourself.
mind because those were not the way that I thought those sentences were going to end. But I'm
Honestly,
that way.
I don't know if seesaw's the best metaphor because it does require two people to balance.
You do notice woven within these images are more demonic forms assisting the humans in laying down, putting them into positions.
Okay, so they aren't doing this on their own.
Much
See,
like
that
you
one's
saw
like
with the
this
gluttony and
Yeah.
the lust, the revels are shared.
I think it's a sign to stay true to yourself and don't give in to the bad voices, temptations.
Yeah.
I mean, I stopped listening to the voices in my head like years ago.
So, is Sibylla bad or good? Are these a warning or what she does?
Here, you do see that there's an open hallway as well as another set of double doors.
The demons, are they familiar at all?
Kind of garden variety. There's
Kind of like those medieval illuminated demons where like they don't look like anything specifically, they're just malevolent shapes.
Yes, there are horns. There is like a clear intent for scales on some of them as far as how it's carved. It's pretty broad in its depiction.
Okay. Whatever
I will-
first door is
Yep.
available.
So I know nobody asked me to,
Agreed.
but all of the fan art and official art I can find of Haragons shows a full furry hand all the way around.
Full
so-
furry hand.
A full
they're
furry
fine.
hand. All
Maybe
in.
he shaves his paws.
I was just curious because you would
That
think
is
they would
hip with
have
the kids these
pads
days.
on their hands. You think?
They've in my paws.
The name of your next erotica book.
Well,
Shaving my
if you think about
My shaven
The
paw.
shaven paw.
Yeah. Sorry.
not to come down too hard on the side of evolution, but monkeys and apes don't have those pads, and so neither do we. So it would stand to reason that if something evolved into a humanoid shape from an animal that did have those pads, they would retain them. There's no way of really knowing because that's not happened yet.
Yeah.
Solstice. Taking those double doors, you find
That's Rio
yourself
tangents.
on another balcony overlooking the central courtyard.
I will peek my head out.
Angle being differently. Part of the tower wall has exploded outwards, and its stony fragments are hanging in the air as though time around them has stopped. Among the debris suspended above the stormy vortex is an armored knight with a sword in one hand and a shield in his other arm. He looks like he was thrown backward through the exploding wall before being frozen in place. And you now have context for the two pieces of stone rubble that you saw prior.
What'd you find, my love?
More weirdness.
I'll peek my head in.
Another frozen person.
Oh, where?
That's an unfortunate place to be, chap.
How far away is he from us? These are 10-foot squares or 20-foot squares?
They are 10 squares.
10-foot squares. 10,
Is he wearing metallic and or
30.
black armor?
The armor is metallic.
I say we save it.
Or at least push him back to the edge.
Also, there is now a hole in that tower.
No, I can't get
That's
there.
true.
But we haven't been in that tower yet.
But we do know that's where. What's
The
your face
bill note?
was.
No.
No.
Oh, yes, the dress. It did feel in that direction. I will, even though I've lost my locate object.
So have we been in here?
Mm-mm,
Okay.
not yet.
So one of these turrets must lead into that space.
Or someplace higher up goes down into
Or
it.
this is the tower blown out.
Correct.
Do you think you could summon your little owl friend and see if he can fly over there safely?
Yeah, I could do that.
And see how, because maybe there's secret doors in each of these that we've been missing. Because how would
Possibly.
we access that central tower?
I think we're still missing something.
Yeah, there's a lot of doors that we
Just don't
haven't
want
been able
anyone
to get into.
away.
Percy, if you go over there, can you maybe drag him through the air?
Well, we should make sure that we're not going to get struck by lightning first.
Oh, okay. How do we do that?
She's summoning her owl friend.
Yep, so I'm going to use Wild Companion. Come on. and summon a little, like, gonna be a little pygmy owl.
Pygmy owls on floor.
Good luck.
Fine. A small owl of unknown origin or species.
Pygmy owl is now floating above.
Yay! Okay. And I will ask it to go and inspect the blown out crevice of the tower. So it can see.
I can see your crevasse.
Let me see your crevice. Lovely.
You can see. Can you see through its eyes?
I'm trying to
It
remember.
acts as a familiar. So
Yes.
As long as it's within 100 feet, yeah.
The familiar is a fey instead of beast, and familiar disappears after 3 hours. But I have all the features of find
Benlin
familiar.
uses this all the time, yeah. As long as she's within 100 feet, she can see through its eyes.
Can that please be our episode title? Let me see that crevasse.
Let me see that crevasse.
Splinters of wood, along with some loose papers and 2 halves of a shattered blowing horn, are suspended in the air. Whatever caused this unfortunate scene also punched a hole in that north wall on the landing between 2 staircases, one leading up and the other down. Stony debris from the blast are frozen midair outside of the tower.
If the owl lands on one of the pieces of debris that is on the outside of the tower,
You also go ahead.
will the owl end up pushing that piece of debris down with its weight, or just kind of lightly
land on
landing? Okay. So she'll land on one of the rocks that's just kind of outside of the debris, looking in a little bit.
Is there something inside the tower?
Within the tower is Endelyn Moongrave pacing back and forth and muttering to herself.
Okay. She'll fly back. I'll have her come back. Well, yeah, Endelyn's in there.
What?
Did she see your owl?
We're
I don't think so. She was walking back and forth. She looked pretty concerned.
Closer, we circle her, and yet we are denied.
We don't have to be denied.
I start walking back down this. Is this the way? No.
No.
Go back. Okay, fine.
There's a staircase.
Gotta go back downstairs.
There's also a
One
hallway
staircase leading up and one staircase leading down in the tower, so it's like a spiral
I'm
on the
confused. We
exterior.
could just go right now.
How do we go? I'm not standing in lightning.
Well, the owl is fine.
I can't fly that distance.
Me and Percy can fly. I can carry Nicaid. You can turn into a spider and carry Solstice.
How do I?
How did she get over?
Just walk around the walls all the way around.
Oh, can I carry Solstice?
You're a large creature, yeah?
Well, I am, but I'm trying to think what my strength is. How do I gauge my carrying capacity?
Well, what's your strength score?
14
Times 30.
times 30. Oh shit.
220.
Okay.
Unless
we-
we shouldn't do that. Like full disclosure, like
Is this going to break?
I don't want to derail anything because I've been accused of that before.
So you can carry 420 pounds. So you can carry Cosmo.
Yeah.
Because I sure as fuck can't.
Okay. Well, I'd probably carry Cosmo in my mandibles.
I didn't give a shit.
So you're all making your way over in your.
Possibly.
Okay.
How do we feel about this?
I will cast Pass Without Trace on us so that maybe we can.
I mean, it's going to be a little difficult if. Hold on. Let me open mine because I think maybe. Which character am I? Do
I forgot that I
have
wasn't
pass-
Benlin for a second. I was like, I have Pass Without Trace.
I have Pass Without Trace.
And I'm sorry. Tell me again the marching order here.
So I would be carrying Nicaid.
Okay.
Cosmo and Solstice would be with Jeltra walking along the side, and
Hold on
then
tight.
Percy would be on his
And
own.
we'll wait until they get across, until we
fly
We
over.
can like hover somewhere else. That way we're all showing up together.
Okay.
All right, so I will cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay, so we have to stay within 30 feet of her.
And we can just follow. That's fine.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace and then shift into my spider form. So there go my wild shapes for the day.
Should just to set something up before we get over there. Should I try to fairy fire her as soon as we see her so she can't go invisible or anything?
And I'm going to silence her as soon as we see her.
That might be a good thing, but then we won't be able to cast any spells.
Just stay outside of 20 feet.
Okay,
I can do that. That's fine.
we'll try. And
Okay,
I
so as
turn
soon
into a
as we
spider.
see her, I'm going to do that.
And I will silence as soon as I see her, and then you go for webs.
All right.
Stack the debuffs. More dots! Remember that video? Just
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
How are you carrying me? Just so I know. Okay.
How are you?
Or actually, like, my swarm lets me fly now. It might be better if you're on my back so that I have free use of my hands and you have free use of yours.
I'm for that.
As you all
What
enter,
a weird sight.
Don't touch the crown.
as you all enter the tower, Endelyn looks up and says, "Thank God you're here." Silence, fairy fire.
Yep.
Fuck!
I'm still doing it. Shit, I don't trust this bitch.
Now I'm curious as to what she has to say.
Well, I am too, but
I mean, she
late
can still
now.
see it all fairy fired, but
And her web goes off.
So 2 deck saves and
Mine just goes off.
so 2,
okay.
11.
She's very fired.
Fairy fired, web,
And hold on, the web
silence.
was.
And yet she wanted to talk. It's,
No, I need to do an attack
I-
roll. Hold on.
Okay.
Just go.
Oh, it's a dirty 20.
Okay. She is
Restrained.
silenced, restrained, and fairy fired. Roll for initiative.
Do I have to?
I'm going to use all of my free actions, though, because I'm so curious as to what she said.
it's a lot for 6
Did
seconds.
somebody have... Oh, I'm so glad it wasn't used on me. Do you have the message cantrip?
Yes.
So you could, even though she's silenced, that would still work.
No, because you
no.
just have to speak to it.
It whispers in
10.
your ear. It's not meant.
We use it that way.
I know.
Percy.
7.
Oof.
14. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm 14.
okay. And Cody.
8.
So ready. I was like,
Cade.
Am I first?
Yes.
I'm first. Look at my horse. My horse is
Wait.
amazing.
your time has come.
This is amazing, but don't call her a horse. Him.
What
I
did he say?
Said, look at my horse is amazing.
Oh.
as I'm riding Cody, saying to myself, "Look at this horse. My horse is amazing." I'm going to use both my free hands, look around the crown,
Look around the corner.
It's gone.
and
I do keep a lot of corn in my head.
I'm going to whisper to myself, as in my horse amazing, as I cast Dissonant Whispers, and I need her to make a wisdom save, please.
Ooh, will some of you remember to...
13?
That fails.
She keeps failing.
So that is
What if
Okay.
this isn't end?
that's 4d6.
I thought you were going to try and talk to her.
I was.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's 12 damage.
All right.
After the 12 damage goes off, and you go, now what were you saying?
Don't forget the power of body language.
Cut both my ears as Cody does that underneath me. I go, "Ah." Then I go,
Body rolls are really hard.
So, just so everyone knows,
Just
20 feet is there.
Oof.
Well, to be honest, Jokra, you don't need to cast spells in your current form.
Right, I'm
I
just,
can't
I'm
cast
just
spells
giving
in my
everyone a relative.
But we just need to get Solstice in
Thank
there
you,
to
thank
stab him, her.
What if it's not? We really just
Here's your
took,
20-foot radius.
we took the
You need
word
to
of
hit
God
the-
at face value.
Say again?
You have to hit C on the oral.
I disagree.
Fly, fly, fly.
I refuse to do anything of the sort.
Can I recall what I was saying? Look at
I am colorblind. Is there an aura there?
Yay.
He's making fun of me.
There we go.
What aura?
Somebody did that to me the other day. Where they used a particular highlighter on a particular colored piece of paper, and I was like, what are you talking about?
That's
That's terrible.
that is
Danger zone.
it's Endelyn's turn.
Oh. Oh, good.
She's restrained.
She is restrained, and you see
Skit.
anger cross her face, where whence
Oh no.
Whatever. Like, we've been able to trust any of these bitches.
I mean, that's a good point. Even
Yeah.
if she had something good
No,
to say,
exactly.
there's like no proof that she would just fuck us over.
all right. Okay. Does Solstice
Jeez.
does an 18 hit you?
Yep.
That'll be 12 psychic damage.
Psychic.
And you are yup.
Yup.
I'm
You are moved into the silence.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
And then oh, come on, come here. Help me out here, buddy. Deltra
Yes.
does a 26 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. That is going to be a crit.
Ooh.
So,
As I drop Solstice, well, Solstice came off
Yeah.
of my back into the silence.
As you drop cost.
As I drop Cosmo, ding ding.
that is 47 damage.
I'm down. I'm back to
Oh.
me.
You're down or you're just back to you?
I'm back to me. So
You
hold
are
on.
also moved into the silence.
47. So any damage that I don't take as my
Spider,
form
you do.
goes to.
Yeah.
Rolls over.
That's okay.
Like minutes with T-Mobile Platinum.
Hashtag sponsor.
We were waiting to talk about our sponsor till later, but not a sponsor.
Okay. Ooh, shit. No. Wrong way.
I'm a huge fan of cell phone company. If one of us like, we want to sponsor your channel,
Oh, I was so messed up.
I am a whore. I can be bought.
let that be known to our fans. We will sell out.
That'll bring us to Solstice.
Okay.
Okay, do I get the sense that she is a fae or a fiend?
Hey.
Okay. I'm gonna try to... I'm in the silence.
And you
aren't I?
do have
so I can't say
advantage.
anything. So.
Yeah. She's
You are in the silence.
You could take a step back.
Okay. Well,
Did she?
I was just gonna speak. I guess I'm unheard as I call her a foul witch.
She's still in the web, right? She didn't try and break out.
Yeah, she can't move.
I would like to move up next to her, and I'm going to shove my symbol, my necklace, in her face, and she needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
How's a 3?
Oh, damn, she's turned for 1 minute. Or until she takes damage, which now that I'm saying that.
What does that look like for a fae?
Being turned, I guess just kind of like a rigid posture as they await. I guess they don't take orders, but just a rigid posture and a kind of a blank stare, I guess.
Excellent.
Right. She's not still restrained, right?
She is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so she's still restrained. And I can't attack now, so that's all. I will stay here.
All right, we are down to Jeltra.
Okay. Whew. I will walk back out of the silence as far as I can. Probably up against one of the staircases, so a little off to the left, maybe. And goodness.
Do you have a ranged weapon?
I don't think I do.
Just produce flame.
I do. But at this point,
Is web flammable?
it is. So I would,
Got that.
yeah. I will cast. I'm running low, guys.
We just started.
I know. Well, but we were fighting something else beforehand, and
The rug.
the rug.
Oh, the rug.
We got killed by a rug.
The
No,
rug
we
retired.
destroyed that rug.
The rug put up more of a fight than it should have. Oh, and then the necromancer.
Exactly. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself at first level. And where is my 1d8 plus 4? Oh, 8. Yes. So healing for 12. Because that was not feeling good. And I'm not sure what else to
Jump
do.
Don't forget you have a rose.
I do have a rose. Oh, I forgot about the rose. Thank you. Oh, no, go look at my rose.
Remember which color?
Which was, I had a white rose which helped with cold.
I think
I
that
think
makes sense because mine's red.
White
and
chromatic
that's fine.
rose.
Mine's black and
Covered in frost.
Did I get green?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding it by its stem, you gain resistance to cold damage. So I am cold.
And you can
resistant.
unleash it.
Oh, okay. Do we want to? But now Solstice is in range and I don't want to hurt Solstice. So I will hold.
You can aim it in a way that it would only hit Endelyn.
It is possible.
So is it a cone?
It's a cone.
You'd have to hit a lot of the wall, but
anything's
I
possible.
do have
for
a dagger and a quarterstaff. And
I give you my crossbow, but I won't.
No, it's okay. I will. I already took my action. Right, because healing or
Cure wounds
Cure
is an
wounds.
action.
Cure Wounds is an action. So then I will just, yeah, that's fine. Actions. I can't do bonus action because I no longer have my wild shapes. So that's really all I can do right now.
Cody, you're up.
yes. Dart. So dagger.
Staying where you are.
I will actually move on to solid ground because my flight is not as solid as Percy's.
Really?
It's a bit flighty.
Yeah.
It's fight or flight, and we were flying. So,
Now time to fight.
No, we must fight.
Yep.
am I still on your shoulders, or do you set me down?
I did not set you down. Sorry, my
Alright.
dude.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to be sure before I take my turn.
I have advantage, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Please sharp shot. Okay.
Oh, God.
And I will hunter's mark on the first one. Okay, that's a nat 20. And then a 16, and then a 11.
The nat 20 will hit.
The 16 will even hit. Okay, well, nat 20 is still nice.
That's good.
Yeah, I have to do some math.
Not turn anymore.
Whose turn is it next? Before,
Next is going to be Percy.
or should you want to start thinking about your turn
Yeah.
while I calculate damage?
Persimmon.
I'm afraid that something else is coming after this, but
I think she's pretty afraid too.
that'd be a bitch.
I really want to hear what you had to say. Damn it.
You never. Yeah.
Not until after party.
None of your nonsense, wench.
That's
What are we
Do you
thinking?
have the chat record for D&D?
Yes.
Can you tell me what my first roll was? I know I rolled 2 6s.
yeah, it was 6 and 6.
And then the
10.
one before that, 10?
10
Okay.
for the
so-
dart damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 8, 9, 12 plus 12, 24 plus,
10.
no.
No.
22, 32. So 24 plus 32,
56.
56.
It's 30.
She doesn't look great. She looks very haggard, and you can see the tatters as the shapes of the marionettes within the gown are now hanging by strings, each of them on a single one. The base of it still rotating as if it was performing.
Oh, goodness.
And we're down to Percy.
Can she also make a strength saving throw just real quick?
Just like real.
Just real quick.
11.
Can you move her 15 feet back, please?
Can she do that with the web being restrained?
It would unrestrain her, so never mind.
We still have advantage from Feywild.
Yes, but I
yeah.
don't want her to move.
Yeah.
Do you have control over whether that happens?
Yeah, it's a choice.
Excellent.
I was going to reduce the damage by 6 to do that, but
Kelsey.
Percy is going to raise his hand up and point his finger at her with the ring, and
her ring.
Tasty.
a ball of lightning is going to shoot from his finger and appear here, specifically next to her, but not near Solstice.
It has to be Endelyn, because you specifically located objects for her
dress. Yes.
And because she's within 5 feet of it, could she make a dex saving throw, please?
So
9?
Okay, so 4d12.
She can't make a roll.
Can I have
Well, it's disadvantage too.
Help yourself.
she's no longer afraid.
To me. Turn.
No, but disadvantage for dex saves because she's
That's one.
restrained.
Okay.
Would have been an 18 of it.
16 lightning damage.
All right.
And then bonus action, Cosmo. Boop. He's gonna move up on the opposite side of Solstice.
That is
Where the lightning is.
It discharges.
Okay.
So it,
He's gone.
some pretty.
Double advantage.
Hold on a second.
Are we still silenced?
Yes.
Oh,
But we are-
buddy. But you don't hear me.
Of course.
Oh, it is advantage.
Gotta stop eating these Skittles. Can you move them away from me?
Give them back.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Hits.
Woohoo.
Okay, and I can never find where this is. I'm sorry.
It's sad that I only hit once.
Okay, being a one-hit wonder.
That is 10 fortune.
The daggers I just got. My goodness, Rio.
Sharpshooter.
Does not look good. Cade, you're up.
Okay.
Fireball.
Do we stop now? Like, do we let her say her piece? I don't know. She's
Someone say fireball? I'm in the way.
I can repair Cosmo. You're going off to the side.
Not to get that hurt.
I look down and I go, she still can't talk?
No.
Well,
I could drop it if we want, but that opens us up to spellcasting.
I've been wrong too many times today. I'm
I don't need it lifted.
I think he wants to talk to her, but like, if we let her speak, she can plane shift. If we keep her silence, she can't plane shift, is my thought process.
that's valid.
I'm sorry, Coulter.
Mhm.
Can I also have moved to here?
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you.
and we're just leaving the knight hanging in the middle of the.
He's just chilling.
I mean, if we kill Endelyn, does this time stop go away?
Well, why would he be any different than anything else here that's been frozen?
True.
And she wasn't here beforehand. Weird. This is a lot for 6 seconds. I'm sorry.
Not conversations we can have during combat. We're going to have a planning session for the next campaign to institute new rules to make it harder because you're all too good.
I accept that.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be doing World of Darkness, so I'm a super chill and nice. Yeah, Coulter, he's a tyrannical fascist.
I am.
He's a new Starfinder.
Where Hank is
All right.
going to kill us.
I'm
not
gonna
saying, I'm just saying.
still on Cody's shoulders, very visibly debate what to do, and then just go, An Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pew pew.
I roll separately for those, right?
Yes.
First one.
With
Oh.
advantage, buddy.
Oh, with
Yeah, because
advantage?
she's restrained and verified.
Okay, so the first one doesn't hit, I assume, because that's a 13.
With advantage?
Yeah, I rolled 2 6s. Second beam are 2 14s, so 23.
Hits.
Sweet. And that's going to be 1d10 force damage, right?
Mhm.
That's weird how I rolled 2 6s and then I rolled 2 10s. Excuse me, 2 14s. For 2 damage.
Tattered. There's strings wisping off of her.
I see that I just like created a new string and that's it. And I go, not the best. Percy, you're gonna do great. And you have Bardic Inspiration.
Thanks, Boo.
And we are down to Endelyn.
Oh, I should have given it to Endelyn.
There you go.
Does a 24 hit you, Solstice?
Is it an attack roll?
Yes,
Disadvantage, please.
that was disadvantage.
What the?
All right.
Look
To be fair to
All right.
Walter, he has not rolled above a 10 this entire combat.
She rolled a 24 and a crit.
She critted me. Yeah.
All right.
So just be glad she didn't get the crit.
Okay, so
Still gonna count that as my reaction use. Because, yeah, no.
that's 23 damage, Solstice, as the mental lash comes out at you as you experienced previously when it dragged you towards her.
I roar. The rug tried to smother you, remember?
Does a 19 hit Cosmo?
There's a what?
19 hit
Yeah.
Cosmo.
Oh, yeah.
22 damage to Cosmo.
It's a terrible sound.
There's no type in for Cosmo. It's literally plus or minus. You have to go.
See her skull-like face chattering with rage as she lashes out at both of you, unable to do more. Solstice, you're up.
2 attacks with advantage, right? Okay. So I got 27, and then the other list is a 21. No, 14. 14.
Oh,
sorry.
21. Sorry, yeah, the crit hits.
Okay, so that's
Never
gonna
the rule with
be.
paladins.
Oh, I've got a
You
smite.
have to smite.
I will smite as
They have to.
well.
You have to smite.
If you crit, you must smite. If you crit, you must smite. If you crit. No one? Okay.
No. Not until you get that on your other shoulder.
If you crit,
Plus
you must smite.
16.
Yeah.
I'll do it. You pay for it, I will
Gonna
do
be
it.
28
says
plus 4. So 32 base, then my roll.
But smell it like Smiths.
Crits.
32.
It'd be like somebody like doesn't know how to spell. No, that's what I wanted. I think she might be dead, guys.
51 plus 4.
55.
55 damage.
Woo!
One less than me.
Yay!
Endelyn popped
Pop!
to
Oh god.
white and black smoke as her garment and everything she carries falls to the ground in a pile.
Don't breathe it in!
I whip my head around to see what's happening with the night outside. See if time resumes.
Nothing.
Okay, time is still frozen. Still frozen.
I'm looting that fucking. Is there anything left? There's no body left at all?
Can I make an insight check to see if that was actually Endelyn?
I will join in that. I will help.
So, advantage now? Thank God.
Or maybe I should have rolled it because I've got a
19?
plus 7.
That was Endelyn.
Okay.
Well, it was just a 2 and then like a 17. So
Oh, okay.
Thank God I had that advantage.
You're out of combat. And there, we will take a break. And welcome back to the consequences of their actions.
Woo-hoo.
We have exited
Here come the
combat, and you now stand over a crumpled pile of robes. Lots of taffeta.
Wrinkles so
much
easily.
taffeta.
Wrinkles so easily.
In this empty study.
I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Copycat.
I am going to fly out to the gentleman that is floating and take a look at him.
I'm gonna sit down and try and rest.
I'm gonna join you.
I will sit down with you guys and play you a song.
Song of Rest.
I will short rest as
Yay.
well. Oh, or a bit of it.
Another thing they changed in D&D 1, Song of Rest goes bye-bye.
Oh,
I mean, we can talk about it after. Yeah. Or we could even probably just do a discussion video.
I can't
That'd be fun.
remember.
That would be fun.
Talk about
Oh.
the playtest.
Are we trying to take a short rest?
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
We should after Percy reports.
I'm
back
at
on what's
28
going
of
on out there.
53, so
Yeah, I was about that. I was at like 22 of 52, and then I cure wounds to myself.
I cured wounds myself for 5 healing.
What does the Song of Rest do?
As an extra D8,
Eight.
To your hit dice.
you spend hit dice during a short rest.
Oh, okay.
Percy, is he okay? Percy?
Okay.
As I shout across the many feet.
He seems shocked. Very surprised.
Can you
Are
pull
his eyes following me? Did I move? Can I tie a rope around him?
Sure.
And pull him back in?
That's a really heavy rope. Be careful.
Tying the rope around him, you get it secured. As soon as you need a tug, it holds fast.
Or emergency.
Well, is there something in here we could tie the rope to?
Okay.
It's very surprised.
Okay.
It's like a combination of surprise and rage.
Okay.
I mean, I have a spell that could bring him in here, but is it worth it?
But are
Yes.
we sure it would work?
I'm pretty sure.
It's weird that the water can be moved and brought back into time, but the people can't. You think if we yanked them hard enough, they would?
Well,
What?
can we all try together?
Yeah.
Maybe.
After
Yeah,
a
yeah.
brief ad break, maybe?
So I'm gonna leave the rope attached and tie it to something in here so it doesn't float away. And then while they're resting, I'm just gonna search around the room.
And Endelyn's crap. You said you were doing that.
But I thought she didn't leave anything.
He said,
Just the dress.
I was going to
Just
say,
a tap.
he said dress and everything she had on her. So I
Yes.
think
That was all she had on her.
2d8.
Was the
plus
dress.
So I'm just gonna investigate the room. Can I roll for that?
And it said it's an extra
You
d8
can
with Song of
Extra
Rest.
D8 if you're spending.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're spending hit dice, extra d8 for your Soul of Rest.
Okay.
21.
You find
That helps.
What?
Found some scanning.
Yep.
You find that shattered blowing horn suspended in the air. That appears to have been, as you're kind of examining it, a horn of blasting.
But it's broken.
Yes, it is shattered into pieces and suspended in midair.
Is that all?
That is all. There are several pieces of paper floating in the study, as it's clear that when this happened, it did a lot of damage within the room, but nothing else appears to be valuable.
Is there anything on the papers that I can make out?
With that 21, it's a combination of several things. Some of these are simple. They're information on like taxes of the realms, schedules of the palace, some personal correspondence, but it's all very mundane, written in, or at least signed by Zybilna. I'm unclear whether it's written in her hand or not having seen her writing before.
Okay. Then I will just wait.
I wonder if there was someone pulling the hag strings. Now that we have defeated them and everything is not righted immediately.
Well, I mean, we haven't operated with the premise that they did something that wouldn't necessarily be undone by their death, so we might still need to undo something.
Foul magic lingers.
Seemingly.
At the end of the hour, you all stand within this ruined room. None the wiser, none the dumber.
None the what?
Yeah. I'm just glad nothing came up or down those stairs to accost us.
Coulter,
we're waiting.
with my thieves kit, it comes with pythons. Can I attach a python to the ground so you can tie that rope to it?
I figured I tied it to something in the room already.
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
You're talking like something super.
I thought there was nothing in the room.
Maybe a banister or something from the...
From the stairs, you could get
I just
into the
wasn't sure.
wall itself.
That way, if we do start time, at least he's not falling to his death.
Right. How
Into
high
the
up?
vortex.
How high up is he?
Isn't
Are
it
we?
like an infinite space beneath us?
It's like 80 feet.
I mean, you guys, as far as you can tell from the ground, you're about 40 feet up. You cannot see the ground here, but if you were to be, say, like at the base level of the tower.
Okay.
And that's assuming there is a base.
Yeah.
Feywild.
Here, there is just a swirling vortex.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I feel marginally better, but it's not fixed.
No, but we did stop the hags. Oh,
She wanted
we've
to say
promised
something.
several people that we would kill all of the hags. Do we feel that, like, satiation of that? No?
Nope.
Why not, Coulter?
Roll a history check.
Shit. Okay.
Fuck.
16?
Endelyn can only be killed under an eclipse.
So where did she go?
Yeah, she was silenced and restrained, and
Not eclipsed.
And we still don't even know if the eclipse has already happened. Or
Wait, where are the sun and the moon? Let's just stab. I'm going to stab at her clothes with my dagger.
while I hold up the masks.
And I turn around, I look at Cody, and I turn around and I bend over and show my butt.
Yay!
Fuzzy little cottontail.
Do you show your butt, or do you show...
oh,
Well, with that, what would you all like to do?
Oh gosh.
Complain. Bitch to myself.
up or down?
Wait, are we not pulling the student? We're going to try to pull the student again?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, we should do that.
I will, while they're trying to pull in the knight or whomever is hanging out into space, I will take Endelyn's clothes and drop them into the void.
Excellent.
You hear them fall, and then you see the vortex swirl around them and shred them until they're so finite and minute that they disappear into its swirls, joining this gaseous mass below.
And I was holding up the masks while she did that.
Creating an eclipse.
Well, even if she does come back,
She's gonna be naked.
now we have a plan, is what I was going to say.
Oh,
But also, I am a little curious what the situation under there was, morbidly so.
I guess we'll find out.
That would be such a good meme. I'm so sorry. Well, even if she does come back, now she's naked.
yep.
Now we have a plan.
Oh,
Get on it.
can we try to pull this guy in the?
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we pull the sound clip from this episode?
moment.
We can make a TikTok sound.
Yes.
Probably do that.
So all of us combined together.
Yes.
Wonderful.
With our powers combined. I'm sorry, my brain.
All
I'm
of you
not-
getting in a row, pulling. It's like attached to a pillar. He does not move.
What if we try again?
Trying
I'm
again,
thinking you're thinking.
you suddenly have
I go for it.
the same
It's
response.
better to know.
Yeah.
I imagine in this situation, just for theater of the mind's sake.
Yeah.
Everyone's pulling on it, and
It's better to know
my
if we
feet
can
are off
use
the
it
ground, but I'm
in
hanging
future.
on.
Like it's
I love it. That's yeah.
awesome. You need to move it.
I'm right behind you trying to pull. In your little feet.
Can I cast Vortex Warp on him?
Do the vortex warp.
I wonder, did Wild the Witchlight come out before or after Strixhaven? I wonder if they considered that before.
Oh,
Was it before Strixhaven?
I think it was before, yeah.
Because Strixhaven spells, they've been causing chaos for the D&D community.
Yes.
okay.
What is that?
So I'm gonna look at him and snap my fingers, and he's gonna appear like there, I guess.
Still frozen midair as if falling backwards, his sword clutched in his hand. He is now floating just above the floor.
Oh, good.
No, at least he won't die.
Hopefully, the backward momentum that he had as inertia doesn't push him just that much farther. Right off
Maybe
the
we
edge
should
still.
turn him so he's not facing.
That would be another spell.
I spin him.
Can we spin him?
Can I make an Arcana check to try and
No.
figure out how to free him from his time craziness?
Go ahead.
Time freeziness.
I'll assist you.
Me.
Yeah,
That'll be a nat 20 for an 18.
Yay!
You reach back through years of fog, and you remember a conversation you once had with Solstice's parents, where they discussed the majesty of unicorns and all that they could achieve, and that nearly any magical effect can be ended by touching it with a unicorn's horn and speaking the true name of a creature.
wow, that horn
don't
was
know if
more
that's
useful than we thought it was.
Maybe we need what's this spell on?
We have not been deemed worthy to use his horn.
Well, but could we send him a message or something? Like, I don't need.
I don't think that's a priority.
Well, what I'm saying is we might need it to save Zybilna, and as you are currently hornless, my love.
Why? If you can figure out a way to send a message.
Don't look at me.
I mean, you're the one with the owl
He
buddies.
didn't say anything to us about how we could contact him, right?
You know where he was going.
I try
My owl lasts
really
3
hard,
hours.
and I say Eldon 3 times while thinking of him, just in case.
You clutch your fists, you close your eyes, and you say, Eldon, Eldon, Eldon. Nothing happens.
Did you flick your heels together?
But only if you're not busy. But only if you're not busy.
It's reuniting with his love.
All right, I'm gonna go up.
I'm going
Okay.
to bring Solstice's forehead to the creature. And just start guessing names.
Matthew.
People don't have
Rolnar.
identification, right?
Fugger, snigger, blogger.
Yeah, can we check
Shock.
Ringo,
his
John,
possessions
Paul,
to see if he has anything with his name on it?
Check his underwear.
Yeah, maybe his underwear has his name or something. I don't know.
So none of them are movable, so you really only have what's on the surface here.
We can't like pull his pants
Everything's
down.
frozen. You can't pants the poor defenseless knight who's stuck and frozen
Man,
in
this is the
midair.
worst time freeze ever if you can't even perk out of the frozen people.
Everything is frozen as well.
Goodness.
Does the
And
knight
there's
not
no
have a-
identifying... I'm sorry.
Name tape.
Does the knight not have a name tag or like a name stamped into his armor?
Hello, my name is... No. He does have an ornate carving in the chest of the armor itself that appears to be a wreath of flames around a heart with an ornate sword behind it. It appears to match the sword
Okay.
he's holding.
What kind of heart? Like an actual heart or
An
the
actual
heart
heart.
of... Okay.
Not anatomical.
HEAR or
Yes.
HART?
Heart.
Okay, so if I throw fire at his...
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, his emblem with the fire.
You do the non-violent one. What?
No, I'm
I
joking.
start heading up the
Do we
stairs.
recognize that crest at all?
No.
Yeah.
All right, so Solstice begins moving up, which I'm on the wrong layer. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it, Coulter. Everything's wonderful.
We love you,
Moving
buddy.
up the stairs.
Doing amazing.
Everything is so sad.
And now we
I will
try and
follow
remember what the
behind.
special thing is.
I will follow you.
Follow you. There isn't an ocean too deep in the dark.
So many song references.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Well, we didn't start until like 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
We spread that 5, but yeah. All right. Coming up the stairs. What order are you marching in?
Me first.
Solstice, Nicaid, Jeldra.
I will go behind Percy just in case he gets lost.
But he's going last.
Just in case.
So you guys keep circling each other, trying to go last. That's
Well,
gonna take a
go
while.
last. That way you don't get lost.
I won't get lost, so I'm following someone. I just don't know which direction is which.
I'm just saying.
This is quite different looking than the others.
Inadvertently showing in the sky. Apologies. You come to a double door and a staircase continuing up as this spirals.
And the door's locked.
The door has a heart emblem above it.
He's got
H-A-R-T-T.
And if
This
it's
one
locked,
seems
it won't
important,
push it.
though.
Yeah. So we use the chime.
Okay. The door
All
closes
I need is Solstice to say yes.
and swings inward.
Now that it has swung inward, can I see? I want to examine this door. Like the fact that we can't open them on their own.
There are hinges within each of the doors on the
Okay.
other side of them. The hinges appear to have some sort of spring within them, and they're made of a black metallic material.
Okay.
The walls, floor, and ceiling of this room are made of white marble tiles. In the middle of the room, a quill with a feather sheathed in flame and a black-covered book rest on an iron lectern.
What was the lectern again?
the
Podium.
Oh, okay. So it's not water related?
Mm-mm.
What am I thinking of that's water related?
I don't know.
I just always misunderstood what a lectern was.
Possibly.
Probably.
I go to the lectern.
I'm
Approaching it, the front cover of the book is embossed with the image of a lion and a heart. They're both rearing up on their hind legs and facing each other.
It's closed.
Yes.
But the quill is shrouded in flame or something? Did I understand that correctly?
A quill with a feather sheathed in flame.
Feather sheet.
So it's like the holding the quill, it's like
Okay. Got it.
I touch the lectern. Shake it.
it is rooted firmly to the ground and very heavy and does not move.
Does it have secret compartments?
It doesn't appear to. It appears to be solid iron.
I open the book.
Opening the book,
The book has the lion and the heart facing off.
You are immediately
Yes, all that's
transformed
covered, bossed
into
into
half
it.
lion, half heart.
you see a list of names.
What's
Most
the names?
Yes. Where do you open it? Where do you open it to? Are you opening the first page? Are you opening the middle? What are you doing?
Oh, random. Flick it open.
Yeah, you're opening to a list of names, all written in the same kind of fluid, almost floral feeling penmanship.
Are they alphabetical?
No. You see the name Thinnings, Sean, Kalimanzaros, Rizel Uthamar.
Do we recognize? We don't recognize any names. Right? History.
Another random page.
You can find, as you kind of are flipping through this, the end of the list where
Cistern.
penmanships. The penmanship.
The
I knew
what?
it.
The first 4 or 5 names on the list are written in the same fluid floral penmanship, and then it changes. And there you see Endelyn Moongrave, Bathlorn Blightstraw, Skabatha, Kellic, Zarok, Zargash, Warduke, and Skyla. Each of the hags' name written in a different hand, and all of those names below written in the same hand as the last hag's name.
What? What? So is this like a contract book?
A
What?
crossings book? Oh, it's
Can
a
I-
burn book.
There is somebody else behind the hat.
Can I
Take the quill. Skabatha is dumb.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I know what this book might symbolize or be used for?
You can.
If you want to get your incense out, we can wait.
All right, identify.
Yeah, sounds important.
Identify.
All of you are just kind of waiting in the room.
Yeah.
I'm still deeply analyzing the.
I'm checking for secret
door.
compartments in the external wall.
I am playing a nice tune.
As the identifier.
I'm just gonna sneak up the stairs using a stealth check just to see what's coming up. Not
Oh, so you're gonna
open
split the
any
party?
doors or anything. Well, I'm just going up the stairs.
I usually get yelled at for doing that
I'm
because
kidding.
then I get kidnapped behind secret doors, and I lose my tarot cards.
That did happen one time.
I did.
You see another set of double doors.
And what is it? A heart or
Neither.
neither?
It is an ornate iron door standing nigh the top of the staircase, and the path ends in a wall.
Then examine the door.
It is an ornate iron door, surface covered with a complex array of cogs, latches, and tumblers. The round doorknob engraved with the image of a nightingale.
So like no keyhole.
Not that you can see.
Okay, I'll head back down. I don't want to screw that up. But...
After the 10 minutes pass,
11.
you get an immediate aura of abjuration. It's blinding almost.
Are we doing detect magic or identify?
Identify.
This is tied to the building itself. It is a book that allows for safe passage.
Right.
Okay.
With the quill.
Excellent.
Okay. And I'm gonna close it.
You see your name flash in gold for a moment and then recede into black as the ones above it are.
Okay.
Percy, what did you just do?
You're upstairs.
No, it took you 11 minutes. I just ran up and ran back down.
Okay.
If I see a flash, then I'll be like, "What? What was that?"
I wrote my name in the book
Oh,
because I think that might help us do stuff here. Maybe.
Shouldn't we all write our names in the book then?
Maybe, but also this way it only hurts me if it does something wrong.
who else is in the book?
All the hacks.
Oh,
And all, like, I recognize a couple of the other names. I think, like, there was Kellic and there was Sargosh. And then I feel like there was another name or two I recognized that's worth
Skyla.
Skyla was the
Skyla.
Was the
warlock
warlock.
unit.
Baba Yaga.
Those were written in the same hand as Endelyn.
Right, so she gave them access.
okay.
I mean, if you guys want to, but I feel like maybe we should test it first to make sure it's not bad.
Well, you said it was a book of safe passage.
Yeah.
So if we find out that it works and the rest of us die, Wouldn't that be bad?
I was thinking everything else here seems to be kind of corrupted in some way.
I'm not smart, but
We know.
the hags wrote their names in the book, and the hags wouldn't do anything. They understood this place better than we do, correct?
Most
Sure.
likely.
So it stands to reason that the hags wouldn't have written their names in this book willy-nilly. So if the hags felt it was important enough to write their names in the book,
Go for it.
Before he does that, I want to flip to the first page and see what the first name in the book is.
The first name of
The first name in the book. Just give me 1 second, Cody.
I can just write my name anywhere, right?
Well, I mean, don't ruin the flow of it. I mean, you
That,
don't just write in the margins.
that might make the book mad. Mm-hmm. Readers can follow us.
So you believe?
No.
Just going with your logic.
It just feels like a bad faith argument.
Is anything ever in good faith?
I would hope
I
so.
like to think so.
Yeah, actually, that was quite surprising. Yeah.
My love is in good faith.
We'll fall out my chair.
I didn't know you
Don't
met
do that.
anyone named Faith.
the very first name in the book
Mm-hmm.
is illegible.
That's a weird
Strange
name.
name.
Okay.
It seems to shift each time you look at it. The letters not
Huh.
lining up quite how you'd expect. And every time you try to piece it together into something intelligible to speak, they change again.
Does anyone have parchment on them?
The second name in the book is Baba Yaga.
May I
Okay.
borrow some parchment and I'm gonna hold the parchment, the blank parchment, put it on the book next to the list of the first few names, and I couldn't remember. And Jeltra, will you write down Zabilna's name?
Sure.
And then I want to I make like a handwriting check and see.
Jake has forgotten one key problem for this.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
remember.
So I will write down Zabilna as if I'm,
Keeping in mind that Jeltra can't write.
He's trying to see if my scribble match is the same
It's
as
the same as the
first
scribble
scribble
match of the first name.
Are we thinking that Jeltra is secretly Isabella? Is that what's happening right
No,
now?
I'm thinking
I'm trying to come
Has
up
Margaret
with
kept secrets the entire time she's been on screen?
When you try and write out the name Zabilna, it comes out as squiggles.
But I think it says Zabilna.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then underneath that, can you just write Baba Yaga?
Okay.
Squiggles.
Okay. And completely worlds apart, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think my handwriting looks
So
very much
first,
like this.
first name in the book, definitely letters.
Okay. But it's ever changing as I look at it? As we look at
It's
it?
morphing or something you said. It's unintelligible.
It's like when
Yeah.
you're in a dream and you know what something says, but you don't know what it says, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay. I didn't get any new ideas, but it, I guess, disproved other ideas.
Did the paper become part of the book? Did it absorb? I thought that's what you were going for, was to see if the paper would become part of the book itself.
That's an idea. Did anything happen to the paper that we put next to the page? No? Still just...
It doesn't ingrain itself into the book.
Does not.
Okay.
Can I write my name in now?
Okay, fine. I'll put the quill back.
I'm going to write Cody
nice pen.
Lilac and also Jeltra
Thistlewing?
Thistlewing.
Okay.
And then,
Flash gold.
Ah!
Fade to black.
and then I'll write Solstice Moonwood.
I stop you. I would rather not. I will be the lone to stay and hold out.
Oh, I take it back just a second. Then I write Cosmo.
Good call. And I sign my name.
Okay. Flash of gold.
As it goes to flash, I go to pose.
You get a beautiful uplight.
Yes. Hopefully you didn't throw the quill though. Like as you just chuck it back.
Strike
Take the book with us too.
Jeltra,
Yes.
go ahead and roll insight.
Insight.
We stole the gems.
Ooh.
I wouldn't mind having a bird book.
13.
Okay.
Nope.
Any of the rest of us get an insight check?
No.
Okay, cool.
Good times.
All right. We have 4 new names written within the tome.
Can it be lifted? Can we lift the book? Can we?
No.
It can't be removed from the lectern. Okay.
It can be, the pages can be turned, it can be closed either direction, but the second it tries to come off, it's like it's,
Stone. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna take a page.
As you try to tear, the paper is almost like trying to tear steel.
Okay. Interesting.
This is a very, very well protected book.
The identification told you the abjuration magic was strong.
Yeah, duration magic is strong on this one.
Oh,
What's that mean?
It's not going to move.
What's an abjure? Abjurist?
well, see, when
Isn't
you
that
go
when you
to
judge someone of your
court,
peers?
yeah, and when you go to court, you get a group of abjurers together, and then they decide your fate.
Yeah.
And they have peeps that they
And
give to you.
that means that this book is deciding our fate.
It's just really well protected.
Yeah.
Also, I found a crazy looking door upstairs. It didn't have a heart or a lion on it, though. It did have a nightingale. I knew specifically it was a nightingale.
Another new theme.
Well, let's try to open it without the chime. And see if maybe we can open it now.
Try my axe. Back it down.
What if this is the door that requires the chime?
Can
All the
I
doors that required it.
can I go to the middle of the room? I'm at the book. And before we head upstairs, I want to use my wand of secrets
I don't think anyone's ever used one of
to
those.
see if there is any kind of secret door or trap within 30 feet of me.
The book lights up like a candle.
Right.
There are no secret doors or traps, but you notice that something that was moving previously on the page stopped for a moment.
Oh. I hyper focus on that. I'm trying to see what stopped moving. The first name? The first name stopped. I'm trying to understand it. Can I roll an investigation to see
Yes.
if I understand what it says? Not you. You haven't been nice. 18.
As you focus, using the wand once more to recreate the effect,
Mm-hmm. No,
You
heck yeah, I'll
see-
use another charge.
in the same fluid floral penmanship, the name Natasha.
Natasha. Does that mean anything to me?
I don't think so.
Okay. I can read it.
What's it say?
It says Natasha.
And suddenly it begins to shift once more as the effect fades.
Tasha.
Natasha.
Tasha.
No, Natasha.
When we were in Scabatha's place, somebody recognized Tasha's portrait. Could that person make an insight check?
Who recognized it?
I don't remember. It was
Well,
a very long time ago.
Then darn it.
I think it was Katie,
I
wasn't
think
it?
so too.
Make an insight.
Queen of the witches.
Inside.
Mm.
5.
Nope.
I mean, we could use
tried.
it one more time, Percy.
I mean, maybe let's try to open it on our own first, so that in case we have to open other doors,
Are you
Or if we
attacking
have
with
to
my
please.
right? Yeah.
we
The book or what?
Oh, damn.
The door.
The door. I missed completely and hit my face.
Oh no.
Hit my own face.
Okay, take 28 damage.
Right down.
Roll 5d6. No.
I try to hit it again with my axe.
So angry.
Wow.
Worse?
No, the first one was a 1, so it
Okay.
can't get worse than that. This is
Little do
7
we
plus
know.
7, 14.
Little do we know, but Mud Shovel cursed the stream dice for
Right.
content. So whenever you roll them, it just gives you the best content.
Okay with it.
I guess I have to be okay with that.
So,
We have need for cursed dice around here.
examining this door further, you can kind of see that there's 8 distinct locks built into the cogs and gears.
Do they require fish-sized gems?
No.
Do they require fists?
Can I, without trying to unlock it, still use the same skills I would use to do that to see if I can't determine how it unlocks? Does that make sense? Like use thieves' tools to like see how I would unlock it without actually attempting to?
No?
No.
I attack it again with my
No.
It seems to have no effect each time you hit it. It's like it glances off.
Okay, so there's no keyhole.
And there's 8 locks.
There's 8 locks, and they look like normal locks.
They're built into the gears.
Okay. But like they look like they just have plain keyholes, or are there like objects that we think go into them?
There's not a place of an object. It's almost like an exposed lock. So
Okay.
there's not a keyhole, but something could cause it to turn.
I mean, if it has exposed locks, I could try.
I mean, we're just really not good with doors.
I mean,
No.
I think we
well, in the time of opening, undoes 1 lock.
That's, yeah, we're
we
gonna.
don't have enough.
Yeah, no. We would have had to have saved that for this door completely. Dang it, Coulter, and your smug smile telling us you are going to run
So
out.
many things that you guys don't know yet. I'm so
I
excited.
think we need to keep looking
Yep.
and
Back
find
out.
8 of something.
And then you do all now see the doorknob that has the nightingale carved into it.
Well, should we go downstairs in this tower, see if we can't figure out how to get back without...
Does this keep going up?
No, this is a wall.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Let's go
go back
down.
down.
Let's go back to familiar
Maybe we can find
territory.
the other side of a door?
How these doors have to open somehow.
Well, we haven't fully explored the
I
castle
think we
yet.
missed something somewhere.
Yeah.
Or we haven't found it yet.
Yeah, we
True.
missed some things. Like we missed
Same.
exploring something. We haven't explored half the castle yet.
Went upstairs. Now watch, everything's gonna be bright. Hello, bright.
Ah!
Okay, coming back down to the ruined study.
The Netflix acclaimed movie, right?
Yes.
I don't think it was acclaimed.
Netflix says it was.
Netflix has a
And
very
you're planning on going down the stairs now?
correct. That's that stairwell to
Going back to
main
the
tower,
Endelyn room and then going down from there.
down the tower. That's the noise we make while we go down the stairs.
What order are you
That's
taking down the
Cosmo's kind of
stairs?
boom.
Solstice, Nickade, Jeltra, Percy, me. And then Cosmo. It's just kind of like thunk, thunk.
Announcing our approach.
I love it. I love it so much. You have no idea.
Hmm.
You have no idea.
I have some idea.
While we're wandering, I would like to be examining the walls or the interior for any signs
Are
of
there any?
like lions or
There's
hearts or anything that might give us a clue as to the other doors that are in this castle.
These ones are fairly featureless.
I'm also on the
Of
lookout for
course.
tigers or bears.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Also, Georgia cats. That's a good point.
Ooh.
That doesn't look good.
Oh goodness.
a lot of people right there.
And a lot of rock.
Indeed.
I'm trying to.
We're getting there.
A ring of marble pillars sculpted with images of fairies, demons, support the arch ceiling of this circular chamber. 7 archways spaced evenly around the room's perimeter lead to empty turrets with tall, stained glass windows set in their walls. Each window bears the image of a knight in armor. Near the middle of the room, a short, gray-bearded man in black robes reclines on a gilded wooden throne with clawed feet. The man grips the leashes of 3 small, scaly, bird-like creatures. A muscular, armored man stands next to the throne. He wears a helm that conceals his face, except for his red, glowing eyes, and his sword that he holds is wreathed in flames. A statue of an unarmored elf stands in front of the throne. The statue is posed, as if ready for battle, with a short sword gripped tightly in each of its hands. The figure looks up at all of you as you descend the stairs and says, "You don't look nearly as scary as they made you sound." And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We are at an interesting place here, and it's not at all where I expected us to be, and I'm very curious to see how it goes.
Me too.
We will talk
Oh
about
my
that
gosh.
later in After Party. But speaking of After Party, thank you so much to our patrons that have supported the podcast /YouTube show /streaming service. Sparky, Dusty, Daniel, Rios Mom, Alistair, Sean, Rockelman, Deathgrasp, Eric Fox, Meepo, Dream Lover, Duke Relin, and Taku Arcana. And thank you once again, because it came up tonight, to Rockelman for these awesome dice. I can't get over it. I'm going to say it a million times, so sorry if you get
They're
sick of it.
amazing.
I just got to keep talking about it. And with that, we are going to take a brief break and be back with Candlekeep Mysteries after we do an after party. So we'll see y'all shortly. And we will come up with a tagline eventually.
Allegedly?
Allegedly.
Eventually.
Someday.
It's,
Whatever.
next time.